It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen, and joining me tonight, the former national champion and National Player of the Year, it's Jay Williams.
Ed, stop it. You keep gassing me up. Actually, don't stop it. Keep fluffing me. I like it. Shouldn't we be talking about the matchup on the court tonight? Let's see what's going on.
Jay, you have to own it. These 10 players on the floor about to do so as well. Let's do it.
Here we go. I got ball.
Irving to Adetokunbo. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prime City.
Here comes the screen. To Jokic. Won't go down. Into the front court, it's Irving. Leads a bucket. Oladipo to Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. And he hits.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
In the slam.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Embiid. Adetokunbo. Nothing going here on that drive. To Durant. Here comes the screen.
Right. Watch that cut.
KD for two. Kevin Durant, 2 for 2. That's what you want. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
And Draymond Green knocks down a wide open look.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Durant with the basketball up top. His team up by 1. The drive right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Adetokunbo, open look. Giannis Adetokunbo, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Green. To Jokic. Joel Embiid swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Durant, defended by Lillard. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Kevin Durant trying to cash in on the 3-point play. Career 88% from the line. Lillard to Green. Giannis Adetokunbo with a piece. Kyrie across the timeline. Up 5. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
Match up.
To Harden. To Green. Here comes the screen. Harden, tough matchup against Durant. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Tough move in close quarters with the crossover.
Hey, it's off,
Kevin Durant. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bus.
Green. Durant across the timeline.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Ooh, if I had that kind of vertical, I'd be throwing it off the glass and showing out. But the coaching staff is probably okay with an easy lay right there.
Durant. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, there you have it. The defense just took notice of this young player on that previous shot. Guarantee you they won't leave him open next time.
Here's Irving into the front court. Right now, 12 all. Kevin Durant. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
To Harden. Now a steal on a very lazy pass there. Irving brings the ball up court. Durant knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Harden. To Jokic. Joel Embiid. Huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Lillard against KD. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Durant with the basketball up top. Lead stands at 7. And scores. Great body control on the step through.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Jokic. Lillard. To Jokic. Try to cash in. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Kyrie Irving missed his first. That one goes. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Butler to Durant. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. To Aldridge. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Here's Durant for two. Lillard the rebound.
Coming off the screen, pass it. Let's rock.
And he stuffs it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Here comes the screen. Butler guarded by Towns. To Griffin. Durant had made his first couple, but he misses there. Lillard for two. Shot by Lillard, no good. To Durant. And stuffs it home. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Jimmy Butler.
Big pick right there.
To Aldridge. Goes to the left side. Leonard can't go down. Smothering defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Griffin. Durant matched up with the former Wildcat. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy one.
To Towns. And scores.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Oladipo into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Aldridge to Towns. Blake Griffin rejects it. That's a momentum play right there. And scores. Karl Anthony Towns with the finish.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Durant and a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
And number 23.
Butler.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Durant. And the rebound taken in by Towns. To Curry. To Towns, down low. Andre Drummond sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Oladipo tosses. Curry with the basketball. Right now, down 7. To Towns. That's going to be out of bounds. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. That's out.
Go time. It's go time.
And number 11, Kyrie Irving. And number 32.
Irving to Adetokunbo. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
To Towns. And a chance coming up at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Karl Anthony Towns. Couple of free throws on the way. A career 83% free throw shooter. First free throw is good.
He can't guard you.
2 for 2 on that trip.
Okay, that's nice.
Oladipo into the front court. His team on top by 8. Adetokunbo knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. To Paul. Towns. Cleans it up. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Kyrie Irving for 2. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Come on, show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
Giannis with it up
Hey,
top.
check up. Let's
Up
go.
by 6. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Nikola Vucevic. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 72%. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2.
Good shot.
It's Harden. Brings the ball up. Holding the defense to Green. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Draymond Green at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. Oladipo into the front court. He'll run the offense to Vucevic. Screen coming. Giannis for 2. Giannis! Antetokounmpo. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To Green. Paul. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Butler into the front court. Up 5. Adetokunbo to Butler. The big fella, Andre Drummond. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Butler to bring it up. Leads 5. Adetokunbo to Vucevic. Count the bucket for 2.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Towns. Missed a wide open look. Butler into the front court. His team up by 7. Drummond to Oladipo. Oh, whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball.
Bro, are
You
you
blow on me,
serious right now?
that's a foul.
Nope. First one does not go.
Next time, next one, next one.
So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the...
Baby, here we go. Here we go.
Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up.
Lillard. Driving right to the basket. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Giannis in control of the basketball. Lead stands at 10. Throws it up. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
Right back to you.
Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest
got him.
offensive
Here we go.
threat we've
Here we
ever
go.
seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Oladipo into the front court. His team leads it by 10.
Left.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Shot from the lane won't go. Irving with the basketball. Up a dozen. To Embiid. Kevin Durant lets it go. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Way to hit. Way to hit.
Lillard defended by Kevin Durant. To Harden. James Harden. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Team foul number 2.
Giannis Antetokounmpo trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest.
Hey, match up,
To Aldridge. Off the assist.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Giannis with it up top. His team on top by 13. Oladipo to Antetokounmpo. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 66% in this contest. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. To Harden. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
James Harden trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter.
Way to hit.
Irving into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. Durant to Embiid. Durant buries it on the catch and shoot.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Harden gets it in the right corner. Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. Joel Embiid with the block. Durant across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. And slams it down. Big finish for Aldridge.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Irving to Griffin. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Kevin Durant lets it fly. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Harden matched up with Durant. And the finish at the rim.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Oladipo into the front court. They lead it by 14. Durant to Griffin. Down low Durant. He throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
And look out. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
To number 32. That's his 4th personal foul. Team foul number 4.
First one goes down.
Hey, get shot.
And he makes them both.
Get shot.
Harden in possession. Down a bundle. Throws it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Durant, defended by Draymond Green. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more.
Slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Curry, not easy. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
And Steph Curry dials in from 3.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were.
And a put-back slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Now it's Harden at the controls. Here comes the screen to Harden. Fires the 3 with James Harden. Muscle memory. Gets it to go. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He's a scorer and an elite passer.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
James Harden at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Let's go, boy. Catch me out.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Looking to make something happen. chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Curry into the front court. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. He gets it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Oladipo into the front court. He'll run the offense. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line.
Yeah, baby, here we go, here we go.
That misses with a second to go. Fourth quarter getting underway as it's Team LeBron with the ball.
We know what's coming. Go get him.
Here's Paul.
Hands up,
Brings
hands
it
up.
up the floor.
Hands up.
Oh, here it is, here it is. Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
To Porzingis. To Paul George. Kyrie gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, and he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college. But the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
I got ball. Pick up, match up.
To Porzingis. KP, Kristaps Porzingis. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on a swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Steph Curry tips it. Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
Ed, I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
All right, let's bring the fire to him. Match up, y'all.
Lillard. The drive right to the basket to Porzingis. Andre Drummond able to recover with the block. Andre Drummond sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Irving. And good work defensively as the pass is taken away.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Kyrie across the timeline. Lead stands at 7.
Screen on your left.
And the rebound taken in by George. To Lillard. Stuffs it down with authority.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
Here comes the screen. Irving to Drummond. Finish that.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Porzingis with the slam.
I see the easy dunk, But what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
To Kemba Walker. Here comes the screen. Walker. And abuses the rim. Big finish for Andre Drummond.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
Cutter, good attack.
Kemba Walker matched up with Paul George. To Irving. Walker. It's no good. Shots not going down.
As a team, they were on the absolute tear in the first half. But guess what happens during halftime? The defensive team makes adjustments, and it looks like it's working out.
To Porzingis. Nice pass to set things up.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25+ assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
To Drummond. Lowry. To Porzingis. He was hacked. They let it go. Andre Drummond snatching it out of the air.
Come on, man.
You know
Take care
why?
of the
I
ball,
don't
take
see
care of the ball.
anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Walker to Irving.
Shoot it.
Walker.
We'll live.
Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
Good shot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Great, I got your help.
To Jokic. And finishes strong.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Walker with the basketball. The lead is 2. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
And here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Curling inside. The screen sets him up for 2.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
To Green.
Pick coming left.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
The free throw is good. It's back to a 1-point game.
Defense.
To Irving.
Let's go. Right.
One step and I'm gone.
Walker to Irving.
Gotta come through.
5 seconds to shoot.
Step back door.
From the outside, no good. To Curry. Good look that time, but off the mark. Here's Irving into the front court. Leads 1. To Drummond. Curry. To Jokic. Paul George.
Oh, yeah, we switching.
To Curry. Turns and slams it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Kyrie with the run.
Hey, lock up.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Irving over to the right side. To Lowry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. He missed it.
In the stance, in
George.
the stance.
To Jokic. Andre Drummond pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Lowry into the front court. His guys now down by a point. Shot from in close, no good. To George. Curry. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Irving to Walker. Here comes the screen. Drummond to Irving. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Kyrie lets it go off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
Come on now.
Curry to Jokic. Here comes the screen.
Right.
Down low Jokic. Whoa! What a finish!
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. We get a whistle and a timeout as they'll take a moment to talk things over. To Adetokunbo. To Durant.
Pick coming.
Slams it down. And boy, that was a lot to navigate.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
He won't get away with this one. Referee calls it intentional.
In the 80s, that might have been a
I
personal,
got
but
you.
regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad, just when they needed it.
Now we get a whistle. They'll wrap him up with the intentional foul. And a little over 20 seconds left to play.
Ed, what's that old saying? Ruffled feathers do not flock together? Well, actually, I just made that up. But what it means is that play will cause a little havoc. As designed, the team that uses it to galvanize as a unit will have the advantage.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. We get a whistle and a timeout as they'll get a minute to regroup and talk things over. Durant. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate. And they'll get the intentional foul. So 2 free throws coming up, and you figure 1 out of 2 could be enough to seal the deal.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning the timeout.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Missed the second. 0 for 2. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go.
David Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up.
The West edged out a close victory in today's game. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the three ball, and it was instrumental to their success. The West All-Stars can point to these guys for their scoring output. The East just couldn't close this one out. They did a great job with their ball movement, forcing the defense to constantly make adjustments. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough for the win. Check out the leading scores for the East All-Stars.
Game track. Assists.
I was really impressed by the way these teams shared the ball. As you can see in these highlights, the ball movement was spectacular. It can't be said enough. The extra pass can make all of the difference.
The All-Star Game MVP. Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.